Okay, greetings everybody. People are still joining in, I guess. Pranams to all of you. Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So pranams to all of you. It's late, I know. Sorry for that. I'd assumed we'll be early here, but we traveled and there was a date confusion. What I thought today was supposed to be tomorrow and all that. Then it's okay. So I just reached Tiruvannamalai, this beautiful place. We had a short grub and came back to this room here. Nice to connect with you all here. It's been a while. All in the group we have connected because we were doing this inner child. A lot of work has gone in inner child. There might be some disturbances, just excuse because I just rushed into this room and I just plugged in all these things. So, niche janam. So, welcome to all of you. Yeah, so I was planning, contemplating for a while on these new things, and it's nothing very new, but we're going to have some progressions, so that we can systemize it because many people gave these feedbacks, including last time who came for retreat. They were like, okay, too many things and how to handle things, and because we are doing it so haphazardly, we are doing like advanced level activities, and sometimes you can't take it. Last time we had 5, 6 people off. Before that, also we had every retreat. We have people purging and falling sick and all those things. So I was thinking again and again, how to streamline this properly. So I've been guided that if we stabilize things properly and make people know where they are and what part can be comfortable for them. So I would come with more details, not today. I will come with all the details. I'll put it on the website. It will be clear because the whole intent is to make our journey very, very crystal clear. We should have clarity on the path and where we stand as of now. And because, as I say, only when you know where you stand right now, you will know what next step to take. Otherwise, it's very difficult. So, from that point of view, I've been, and I'm sure that's why I've been guided to come here again because I'm here for 2 days and then from here going to Kanyangat. And then we have a couple of other activities there. And then I'll return back. So I think by the end of this trip, when I go back, I'll be able to completely update this on the website. So I'll be using this website as a proper channel to put a very systemized kind of graph and things and all that, so that to make it very clear. Even people who come very new, they don't know what to do. There's so many things and courses all mixed up. So I would just like to stabilize that and put it in a step by step. Whereas you must feel comfortable. That's what I'm trying to say. You must feel very comfortable on the journey. It should not be like, I am in a hurry. And many people are having that notion that, no, when I say that's, we are doing very some deep. So deep, the moment we hear deep or something, we will say, no, I want to get it. But the problem is we will not be able to because we have to have a proper stand. I'm not talking about eligibility or worth, if anybody is worthy or not. That I'm just not talking that. I'm talking, is my body, is my mind, is my being ready to take this? What level we discuss, are we ready to take? You can see when we discuss concepts, breaking concepts, we are not yet ready to break concepts. So without breaking concepts, if you say, no, I want to, do the who am I process or Shiva Sutras. Shiva Sutras is impossible. It is just impossible. So many people feel disappointed when I say, no, you do it. The idea is I do not want anybody to get into Shiva Sutras and learn Shiva Sutras or understand that Shiva Sutras and then be, okay, I've done Shiva Sutras. It's not about that. Shiva Sutras is simply about becoming Shiva. Sutras means secret. It also means verses. It means sutras. Sutras means it will give you a direct hint of or direct secrets or how to get there. It's simply secrets. So Secrets means the Shiva Sutra was given by Shiva itself for the people who are very deeply, who can imbibe it. And Shiva says very clearly, this is Shiva Kshetra where I'm sitting right now, Arunachala. So Shiva says very clearly in that you must begin from the higher and go to the lowest. Unlike what we do in spirituality, we start from the lowest and then we think about progressing upwards. Whereas he gives us a direct opportunity to check out whether you are eligible for the highest. So he says, check out with the Shambhopaya and see if you can catch on with that, then there's nothing else to do. Shambhopaya is that state where there is nothing to do. You are simply in the being. No practice of any sort. No practice. There is nothing called even meditation. Your being, just being is Shambhopaya. And that comes with blessings, Anugrah Shakti. That comes with blessings and of course with your punyas of the previous janmas. It's not very easy to get. But in case we are eligible, how would we know? We directly do that. And once we do that, we come to know our religion. So it's like we have an opportunity to do it. And then if I feel, oh, I can do this, then I'm simply there, which is impossible, close to impossible. If I tell all of us, let's just be, we can't be. Very difficult. So you can say like Ramana uh, was blessed with Shambhopaya. It just happens. You are just there. And you don't need no guru. You don't need any guide, any person from outside to do that. Because you are eligible, you are ready for it. But this comes with prior work of prior journey. So we are not just blindly talking about, oh, I want to be there. It's not about being greedy and going there. It's about practicality. So am I eligible for that? So if I check out, no, I'm still not done with my worldly stuff. My Vishaya Vasanas are there. I'm full of desires. And then all this moha, attachment, fear, all the things are there. How can I be eligible for Shambhopaya? So for that reason, the next step down is Shaktopaya. Shaktopaya is where we do the mental cleansing. It's at the mind level. It's the mind awareness stuff. So we do all these mental levels and see if we are eligible for that. Stabilizing without any props. We don't need bodily things. We don't need external objects, but just through the mind awareness. Like you are doing mantra japa, that's Shaktopaya. You can just be contemplating. You can be listening and reflecting. These are all Shaktopaya. You can do through reflection. And you don't need any item for that. You don't need yantra tantra mantra for that. You are without the props, but your mind is so stabilized that you can just use your mind and do. And to tell you, our work here in shifting into awareness is mostly Shaktopaya, and for the few eligible, Shambhopaya. Shambhopaya is just being. So very few actually. And it's not about anybody gauging you. It's not about me sitting and telling you your eligibility. No, the system makes clear. The cosmos makes it very clear whether you can handle it. And then the lowest is if you can't get it on the mental level also. If you have not yet become Antarmukhi. Now that is the level where Chidakasha Gita Bhagavan is talking about Rajyoga. Rajyoga is internalized processes. You can see just breath work and very subtle prana and all those things. And Anvopaya is the lowest. Anvopaya is yantras, mantras, tantras, objects, havan, puja, worship, temple, rituals, yoga, hatha yoga. This is all body and gross stuff. And it needs a lot of props. So Shiva says in Shiva Sutras, start from top and see your eligibility. Unlike all other places, they say start from down and make your way up. He says check yourself. If you can do that. And that is why I was exposing everybody to all these three levels here. Of course, Anbopaya we don't do at all. We never touch any props. So it's Shaktopaya and Shambhopaya what we are practicing. See, this even I didn't know until I came across Kashmir Shaivism. And then when I started, I said, wow, we're already doing. So Shambhopaya is that state where you have reached a 24/7 meditative awareness. It's a 24/7 state of meditative awareness. And I always tell people, we don't meditate here. Okay. So that is the reason I've been putting so kind of strong posts and filters so that people don't, um, they come here with objectives and they want, like, uh, how to do Sri Vidya. I don't know. You have to go back into those paths and ask, because I am not teaching any of those props, your mantras and all those things. So basically, you can say shifting into awareness is a place where you have done all that. Your Anvopaya is simply over. You're getting more deeper. That is why you get attracted also to such kind of talks or such kind of practices where you don't have to get connected to everything. So if you're still confused, you can do the course Upadesh Saram, you'll understand how we progress. It's very, very crystal clear in that, whatever I'm talking. So Upadesh Saram, Shiva Sutras, we are combining here. Okay. So on this path, what we are doing, especially Arunachala, we have been blessed. I've been really fortunate to come here to Arunachala, and this is all the grace of Arunachala, our Divine Father, who just revealing all these things so beautifully, so unconditionally. There are no conditions applied here. You just open your heart, purify yourself, and simply come and sit in the lap of the Divine Father. Everything is being taken care of. This is my personal experiences, and that's what I am. I am motivated or inspired or guided to do a lot of work from Arunachala. My work has begun from here, and I guess it will end here also. So this is a place which blesses us towards the final goal. So Arunachala Tattva is very deep, and most of it is Shambhopaya. See, Ramana itself is Shambhopaya, being. Nisargadatta Maharaj Bolo, all the great saints who are in that zone. Avduts, all the Avduts are in being, please understand. Nobody does anything. They are not doers. So this is a place of Avdutas. So this is Shambhopaya, pure Shambhopaya, beyond which is liberation. Nothing else to do. So here Arunachala breaks us down. Those who come to Arunachala, I've always told you, once if he touches you, you are changed. You are guaranteed to be changed. You will be pulled here again and again in some or the other way. And every time you spend your time here, you are chipped away. The aham, the ego. Ego means, I told, the body consciousness, the strong belief that I am this body. I am a boy, I'm a girl, I'm a father, I'm a son, I'm a businessman, I'm a king, I'm a servant, I'm a beggar, I'm a multimillionaire, I'm a husband. All these kind of things goes on. I'm an Indian. I'm a Pakistani. I'm a yogi. I'm a bhogi. I'm a rogi. All these identification that we hold on, everything is chipped off. So that state is very difficult. You can see when I talk on this topic, only people tremble. That is the deep kind of concepts that we hold. If I just tell, leave your Jai Jinendra, leave your Vaheguru, leave your Namah Shivaya, leave your Jai Shri Krishna, can you leave it? No, they're not. By default, like a parrot, it comes out. Just like, hi, good morning, how are you? Nobody means it. Does anybody mean, how are you? Who cares? How are you? But they will just parrot it out. How are you? And we also parrot it out. Response, I am fine. I might not be fine. I might be upset inside. I might be boiling. I might be crying, weeping inside. But I'd say I'm fine. Fake. So we have lived in a faked condition so much that here also we'll say, Namah Shivaya, Jai Shri Krishna, Har Har Mahadev, Jai Shri Ram, praise the Lord, Alhamdulillah. This is all crap. Shambhopaya, this is all crap. It is not going to help you. नारे लगा के कोई मुक्त नहीं होता. This is all Anvopaya. It starts in the start. Because you have to catch hold of a God, you have to catch hold of a deity, of a concept, of a teaching, of a yantra, of an object, of a photograph. You have to start with that in the kindergarten. Because you will not get an adhara. You need to have some support system. So that's good. But that's not good forever. Like Nityananda says, Once you finish your primary school, when you go to the secondary class, you do not carry the textbooks of the first standard. This is what he means to say. He says you must have the ability to shut down the formal disciplines that you followed in life. Otherwise, you cannot go to the next discipline. Simple. So, Upadesharam, right from here, Arunachala Tattva has given that clarity crystal clear because I was stuck. I was thinking, this is it. And no, my question was, if this is it, why am I stuck? Why am I still not feeling relieved? Why am I not getting over it? Why these fears are still there? Why the struggle is still there? Why am I not happy? That was my question. If this is it, and Arunachala just poured out all these things, one by one, the documents came. If you remember the first retreat we had here, I was sitting near the Ramana's meditative room. And as I said, no plan, we don't know what to do. So here I am, first retreat ever in my life I've never taken. And I'm sitting there and wondering, what do I do here? And people are arriving. And that day, I was sitting in the morning, and this Upadesha came, Sara, was lying in my bag for months. I didn't know. I had gone to the Himalayas, and there in the Himalayas, the yogi told me, have you gone to Tiruvannamalai? I said, I go there. He said, my guru used to go there. Even I go there once in a year. And he said, if you are in that place, what else is there to do? Then he said, have you read Upadesh? I said, I've heard about it. He said, if you have read the Upadesh Vedas, Upanishads, nothing. Himalayan said, yogi, a self-realized being says this. And I say, oh, is that wonderful? I have heard it. So I registered, let me read it sometime. And the same trip when I came here, I went to Arunachala, and that the retreat thing is going to happen. And I'm sitting there, what to do, I don't know. And then I'm opening my bag to just see if I have something to read. And I see this booklet. I don't know from how long that was. And I start opening, reading it, and downloads begin continuously. For 7.5 hours, I was sitting there just noting whatever flowed. So by the end of that, I was clear what I have to offer here. And then I purchased the small booklets, came here. Batch 1, we did Upadesara. Batch 2, we did Upadesara. And that was it. It asked the people who came for the first retreat, my God, there's so much of energy. You cannot explain. I couldn't understand what's happening. But then that was supposed to be the message. And then from there, it has all caught on. And we are getting the theme very, very clear. The final tattva. So the final tattvas, as I say, there is nothing called gupt, hidden. Nothing is hidden. Hidden if you are in lower consciousness. Definitely hidden. See, these are all available, but it comes only in the hands when you are ready for it. So whoever is ready got attracted for Upadesh Saram. Whoever is ready came on these platforms. Whoever is ready were receiving the higher tattvas. And then the retreat started. And people who come here and sit in the retreats, you check with them. You do only the higher tattvas here, nothing else. And see the experience in 4 days, what happens. And the impact is so powerful. They take back that thing home. And then they are not connected. You actually get diksha. Okay, I don't do any stuff, all these kind of things, but it happens. So when we dig deep into Shiva Sutras, I was surprised to see that Shaktipat is something that a person does not give. The Lord chooses. Shaktipat happens in any place, anytime, if you are ready. If your being is structured in a certain way, Shaktipat happens. It can happen through a thought, it can happen to a touch, it can happen to a sound, it can happen by listening to someone, it can happen by listening to a music, or just by staring at a tree or a mountain or a sunset, or just sitting. So there is no proper, system as to this is the way to Shaktipat. And it can happen through a guru, and that's a very powerful medium because you for these, what I said, looking at a sunset, you have to be ready in the Shambhapaya states, or you have to be, so subtle that you can catch that. If you're not, if you're very gross, then you definitely need a guru who will come and open up those channels and prepare you and all this. So people ask me, not everybody needs, because you don't know if you have done a lot of work in your previous lifetime. How do I know? Practice and see. If you can easily get there, then it's not needed. If you can't get there, then you need to go down. So I am seeing the same process when we are doing higher retreats here. People are not able to catch sometimes. I was trying to teach for last 2 retreats subjective awareness. It's not easy. So subjective awareness is Shiva Sutras. In different language, I was putting it. But I tried. We are not ready. We are not ready for it. So how much ever we say we have practiced and all, no. Because your practice by saying, I told you are how many levels, how far you have reached. It's not upon that. The practice means the outcome as to how stable you are, how neutral you are in life. What's your reactions now? What is all your reactions now? How can you handle life in the ups and downs? Is that peace consistent? Are you in awareness all the time? Or is it only when you remember? So all these things are there. If I have not come to meditative awareness, which is consistent, it's difficult. Subjective awareness is something beyond the worldly ties. So if I am still stuck in my responsibilities, still I have a lot of things to do, still my attention is here and there, still a lot of things are there in the world that is catching my attention. It's impossible to have the Shiva Sutras. So that is the reason I am keeping on postponing right from January till now. And I was planning to do it in April. Then I said, no, we can't do it. We are not simply prepared for it. So we are just pushing it. It can be done. You can read books. You can go and read books and find out, Google it out and all that. You will get the information, but that is not what it is. And simply not what it is. That I see that if you do that, you suddenly become a devotee of Shiva. You might fall in love, or you might be in all praises for Shiva, Shiva the Lord. And that is exactly what Shiva Sutra is not. Shiva Sutra is simply not where the Lord is telling, I am the creator and I do everything. You are also come out of me. I am the ultimatum. You have to come and merge in me. No, not at all. And that's all we know. Anywhere we go, we have that approach. Even the highest Tatva you see, you will automatically fall flat for that objectively. However great it is, your guru is sitting in front, you will fall down objectively only. What is subjective? Subjective means I am sitting here, and if I am one with Guru consciousness, my fingers and his fingers are one. My nose and his nose is one. My heartbeat and his heartbeat is one. That is subjective awareness. Now imagine if we can't do it with our Guru, if we can't do it with our Ishta, how can we do it with Shiva? How can we ever say I am Shiva? So that's the challenge. It's a big challenge. So challenge in the sense, it is upon us only. It is not by acquiring knowledge. It is by attaining stability. A certain kind of stability in life where Nishchal Tattva, you can say. That is what Nityananda is teaching. Nirmalman, Nishalman, Vishalman. Vishalman is self-realization. I've explained this. That state where your mind is not my mind, universal mind. I combine and merge with all the minds. काम क्यों नहीं कर रहा है यार? जरा देख लो इसका. देखो. ठंडा क्या तो बहुत ही ज्यादा ठंडा हो रहा है, गर्म क्या बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा है. तुम लगाते देखो. हेलो. फैन लगाए तो आवाज आएगी. So then I said, what is to be done? Because it is so challenging, Devans. This Sampapaya is that level. There's nothing else there. And until you are a follower of Devi Kalotra, you will not get Shiva Sutras. If you don't know what is Devi Kalotra, do the course or you Google it or whatever, you are buy a book or something and check it out. I've done a full course on that. You can check it out in courses also. Are you ready for that? If you are not ready for it, then Shiva Sutras is not the thing. I am Shiva, Shivoham, Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi. All these are just vague talks. So what happens when somebody is in Anvopaya? You two steps down. I'm still with Karma Kanda, still stuck in the world, moha, attachment, all those things are there. And then if I say I'm not the body, I'm Shiva, or if I say Aham Brahmasmi, Ahami Badao, Brahmasmi will not be realized. I am Shiva, then it will be that Akadofying Shiva. Hey, you don't know I am Shiva. You are something else. I'm Shiva. I know I am Shiva. अब आ रहा है, अब आ रहा है. So it will be a different attitude. That is why Nityananda wants Chitakasha Gita. Don't go around saying I am Shiva, I am Shiva. Say Shiva is in me, Shiva is in that one, Shiva is in this one, Shiva is in all. So it brings down humility. So in Anupaya level, if you are taught I am Shiva, it is dramatic. A person can hallucinate or all those things can happen because you're not ready for I am Shiva. So you have to do Anvopaya and Shaktopaya to purify Nirmal Man. Okay? Nirmal Man. Until the mind is purified, we cannot understand these concepts. Because the mind has to be purified. How do I know if my mind is purified? Do you have Nischalta? See? What is Nischalta? Stability. Can I sit without shaking? Can I sit without shaking doesn't mean don't shake the body. This, Opadi. Can I sit without thoughts? Can I sit without any vibrations here? If I can, then I am Nischal. If it is not, then I need to nirmal the mind. I need to purify the mind. And Anvopaya is pure purification process. I want you to understand. All these paths which are there, Yantra, Tantra, Mantra, this is all Anvopaya taught to purify the mind. So they are needed. We cannot ignore them. They are needed if I am too gross. But if my level of cleansing has happened, then how do I know my cleansing has happened? You'll simply not be attracted to it anymore. You'll automatically start getting elevated and attracted to mental kind of stuff, mind stuff. You are interested more in mind work, subtleness, internal, rajo. You are deeply withdrawn. You want to visualize things. You see Lord within your heart. You see your Guru within your heart, within your Agya Chakra. It's all within. You start losing interest in the photos, in the padukas, in this and that, all those things. That is all Anvopaya. Okay. So how do I know I'm getting purified? All these interests will go. You don't have to force it. So if somebody says, oh, so that is a better step upwards. So I'll quit everything. It will not happen. Because you need Anvopaya. You need these processes. So if you bypass it, you'll be thrown back again. You'll not be able to stabilize it. So how do I know? Natural. Sahaj pakeso meetha. So I keep analyzing. Is my mind stabilized? Am I stabilized? Can I be nischala? Anywhere I sit, nischala. No, then I need to purify. How do I purify? Do anything you want. Do worship, do puja, do havan, do mantra japa. Mantra japa is also very beautiful. Do the japam, whichever mantra you want to recite. There are multiple tools which I can guide. Okay. I do guide, and I see people are too much in the grass, and still I tell them, do these processes. So that's Anvopaya. But that is not what we are catering to here, because that everybody is doing. We are more interested in the Shaktopaya. It's Rajo, internal. Everything is internal. So from there, the journey begins. That is the second level, what I'm talking about. And once I start getting stability, you'll know it. I can sit for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whenever with my eyes closed. Okay. Then that 10-15 minutes goes on expanding into half an hour or 1 hour, morning practice, evening practice. Okay. Twice a day I can do it. Then it goes on in between how am I restless? Or only it's happening in the morning and whenever I'm meditating. Good. That's good progress. then the attention goes into, I need to be in that state whenever possible. So person starts expanding from within. They want to meditate in between also, 5 minutes with the eyes closed. Meditate means not sadhana. Sadhana means it's a process. Meditation means thoughtless state with no thoughts. That is dhyana. When you have no thought in mind, you enter into a strange abyss. That is called dhyana and meditation. Meditation and dhyana happens. It cannot be done. There are a lot of myths on the path. Dhyana and meditation cannot be done. Okay, sadhana can be done. Practices, tapas can be done because there's a doer present. In meditation and dhyana, the doer dies. Only when the doer dies, you can enter into dhyana or meditation. So that phase starts coming in. You know, all these myths which are there starts clearing off. You have crystal clear clarity of what you're doing. Currently, people don't know. Most of them don't even know what's happening. And that's okay because they are evolving from as they evolve. From within, they will get a guidance or from outside, whichever. And as one starts growing deeper, the nishalta starts increasing, or you have more craving to become stabilized in life. So again, at this stage, there is nothing to leave, there's nothing to quit. And it's never encouraged, even in Shambhupaya. You quit this and quit that, because many people think you have to quit and then become stable. No. We have to understand that stability, we have to understand the science of the mind. Why am I unstable? What is the reason I am unstable? I'll understand it's my desires. Why are desires coming? So we go deeper. That is all Shaktopaya level programs. What we are doing now, inner child, purging. These are all Shaktopaya levels, second level, where everything is done, you can see, without any props. You know, how many props? What did we use? Did we use even a mantra all these days? Almost 2 weeks. And you can see intense purification happening, intense activities happening. That's good. And some of us also feel that no, I am not eligible for inner child. And I'm the who am I kind of stuff. I am self-realization stuff. No, giroge, aram se. Because I know many of us are still not ready for self-realization. Just by thinking about it, you cannot have it. Why? You try it, you will see you'll not be able to stabilize. Why you're not able to stabilize? Chanchalta, desires, passions, hidden subconscious activities. All these things are in your subconscious. You will not know until you trigger it. So in the inner child, people are saying, I don't have a bad childhood. It's all fine. Everything is going good. And I can't recollect anything like that. So there's nothing to do. I said, I still do. Nothing to do. Also, what's the problem in going and meeting your own inner child, which is there from there? Just go and meet. So they do the process and there something strikes and they say, what was that? And they say, I saw this. I saw. What was that? Where was this hidden? I'm crying. I've started crying. That's what I said. That's an ocean. Subconscious cannot be seen so easily. It's very cunning. You have to go and do work there. So how do I know if I need to go and do work there? Simply do self-inquiry and see, are you able to do it or what? Who am I process? I've done all that. In case you want to try, it's there in the courses. Who am I? Check it out. And my con who in the check it out and do and see if you're able to do that. But not able to do, then there are deeper reasons why you are not able to do there. Why you are not getting introduced to your own self, because there are so many other things other than the self that is hidden. Anything other than the self is there, it will take you away from the self. It is called Vishaya Vasanas. Vasanas that take you outwardly. And Sadvasana is Vasana that takes you towards the Sat, towards yourself. So the balance has to be studied. If there is lot of Satvasana in somebody and reduced Vishaya Vasanas, it cannot be eradicated, but there will be reduction. So when we are doing that analysis, we come to know easily this guy is a Satvasana guy. This guy is a Vishaya Vasana guy. Just by looking and studying, monitoring, just by talking to people also, you can know what is their state of evolution. So accordingly, we guide to these things. The other way to know who's where is I simply keep doing programs. So according to our deep inner pull, there will be an urge. I want to do this. That is meant for you. There is a purpose. That's why you want to get into that. You want to cleanse yourself. You want to uproot all those conditions. So I believe 95 plus percent get involved morally in the Shaktopaya. Even if they ascend Anvopaya, the props, they will still come and settle in Shaktopaya. And there is a lot. It can take Janmas. Okay. I don't want to simply baffle and keep telling you self-realization. It's very close. These are the 3 steps, get there. No, I'll tell you, until you uproot every single belief, your concept, your conditionings, your theories, whatever has been ingrained into you, very difficult. And all these, what you call, my Namah Shivaya, my Hare Krishna, my Jai, these are all your concepts which will not bring you out of it. Bits and pieces. Can you be neutral? Can you sit? Can you talk without fascination to any object, person, place, thing, concept? Then you are there. Can you be so aware and alert as to every word that you're talking? Jai Jinendra. Why am I saying Jai Jinendra? Where is Jinendra? What is the Jai Jaikar? And what will happen if I do Jai to them? Once you understand, I am talking because my parents taught me this. Or a cult taught me this. I am not doing it from my heart. I was taught this. I was trained to be this. Only when you can identify these things. These are my traits which has been put into me. I am not this. What are you? Who are you? Who am I? I am the one without all this nonsense. Can I be blank? That is self-realization. Blank. So Shaktopaya will need a lot of work. And that is the place where I can see many people escaping. They'll say, no, I'm that kind. I just love to do. You can do. I'm not discouraged. But if you try and if you're not getting there, then don't say something is wrong with the system or something is wrong with you. It is only because you don't have yet clarity. So instead of wasting your time to simply jump and catch the grapes and then saying the grapes are sour, it is better to go and investigate what I need to do right now and be very honest with it. So you will not waste 2 years trying to jump and catch the fruit and then at the end of 2 years saying nothing is happening. Instead of wasting the 2 years there, I'm telling 2 years go into the Shaktopaya and do those processes, release, purge, get out all that nonsense, everything. But for that, you'll have to have courage. That is why we said, no, today I sent that message, Kabir's. What was that? क्या था भाई वो? आगम पंथ एक सुरेगा. Agam Panth ek surega means the path of the pathless is the path of the brave. Only brave people can be pathless. Path means holding on to a path. When you hold on to a path, when you hold on to a community, when you hold on to a religion, when you hold on to a tradition, when you hold on to a culture, what do you become? You hold on to a culture and you say, I'm a Hindu, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian. What happens? You are gone. You are polished into something else. Who am I? Am I a Christian? Am I a Hindu? Am I an Islamist? I'm none of this. And what I do, I practice self-realization there and then come here and boast. I'm an Indian. We are Indians. Very proud. So pride comes with the boosting of ego. So I am an XYZ yogi. I have this brand on my head. So I belong to this community. We are this cult. We all believe in this. We wear similar dress. We wear similar ornaments. We talk similar language. We sing the similar songs. This is all heard. That is why Osho was completely against this, breaking art. That video where it's very clearly saying Hindu Dharma are 2 different things joined together. So if you say mine is Hindu Dharma, it depends on which word you are catching. If you catch the Hindu, he says you have no Dharma. You are left with no Dharma. If you catch the Dharma, he says you are spiritual. Because that Hindu, that identity of Hindu is gone. Dharma. The Dharma is what is your Dharma? Sanatan. Sanatan cannot be put into anything else. It cannot be Muslim Sanatan, Hindu Sanatan, Parsi Sanatan. Sanatan means the way it is, blank. Kutta, Billy, Ghas, Poos, everything is Sanatan. The sun is shining, it's Sanatan. The wind is blowing, it's Sanatan. Fire blazes, it's Sanatan. Water flowing, Sanatan. Prithvi Tattva, mud, soil, rocks, mountains, Sanatan. Can we be like that? Can we be water without identifying? Does the water know I am water? Does the mountain know I am mountain? Does the fire know I am fire? Does the space know I am space? Only humans know I am human. That is where the catch is. Because we know, we identify ourselves with something. All these tattvas don't. True Sanatan is that. When you don't identify with any damn thing, you're a true Sanatani. And that state is that state where you are very close to Shivatva. You are very close, almost close there. Why I say almost? Because you still know I exist. I am pure. I'm there. I am yet to merge with you. I want to become one with you. That I Sukshma is there. The day that I falls, you are one with it. Shivoham, Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi. That is the experience. So we have to understand all this clarified stuff here. We have to understand all these step by steps, how it happens, process, the journey. So all this has been clarified. See, somehow I knew this and I was trying to tell all these years, but there was no base for it. And probably people also thought he's blabbering something. But when I got the Arunachala Tattva in my hand, it was like the Lord giving me confirmation as to this is perfectly fine. 3 years I was teaching awareness. I was teaching all these practices. And I was shocked until 6 months back when I went to Kashmir and was studying Kashmir Shaivism, dug into it. Vigyan Bhairav Tantra open to me. And, the practices that 112 methods, in that 1/4 of the practices I've been doing, I've been teaching that without knowing it is Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. All the practice of awareness. You Google it out, you'll see only awareness. Every word is awareness there. I didn't know it. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. The Lord guides us. If you need it, if you surrender, if you just give up this I and doership and what helplessness, victimness, and I need something to hold on, I need support all the time. If you just can cling off from this. See, there are two ways you can cling off. One is by what I'm telling you. You trust me, or you trust the scriptures, you trust something. See, that is where we talk about guru and all these mediums and all that. What do? They see, when you say guru bhakti, what does it mean? It simply means have faith in something. Because you can't fathom the nirguna nirakara. Simple. So you cash on to somebody who's close to that. That's the simple concept of Guru Tattva, which has been blown out of proportion. So you hold on to something. I catch a scripture, or I'm saying something, listen to my words and trust it, or go and explore yourself. That is one way of knowing the truth. That, or the other way is life will teach you. So one way is I learn and learn and learn, and then Gevi Kalotra, I come across then where Shiva is telling you don't need this, you don't need that, you don't need Kundalini meditation, you don't need Pitru Paksha, you don't need to have dubkis in the water, you don't need to go into temples, you don't need all that. Throw away all the pujas, throw away all the rituals, he says. And then he says, give up all your gods and goddesses, all your chakras. So one who is the Shambhapaya will be ready for that. I say, wow, this has been a burden in my life. So it's like, thank you, Lord. Finally, I get something, where I know. And then you take the plunge. What you have done? He says, become Nirlamba, not Salamba. Salamba means catching all this, all our investments. Ek gaya to dusra mila. Ek guru gaya to dusra mila. We have invested in 3, 3, 4 gurus everywhere. So somebody will give some backup system. So this all systems is because of ignorance. And once you get the message from somewhere, or life teaches you. Because every time if you are becoming very ripe and the time is come for you to leave, and if you don't listen to your inner heart, then you'll be put through such situations in life whereby force all these clinging will be snatched away from you. One by one. Mark my words. This happened to me. Because if you don't listen to your inner voice, your inner heart, your buddhi, your viveka, your awareness, the murugan, if you don't look into that, then life situations will be made in such a way that one by one things will be snatched only, not to give you pain, to show you the reality. This is what you are, naked, completely stripped off all these attachments of yours. But this won't happen to somebody in the Anvopaya. Please get it. I'm telling you, if you're coming towards Shambhupaya internally through your previous janmas, punyas, and all those things, internally it will automatically happen. And then one by one, everything will just go in front of you. And when it's disappearing, you have no option now but to surrender. Everything has been gone. And then final, all that is left is. For me, it was that way. Final wall that was left was Arunachala. Nowhere to go. Even you can say, even the homes literally snatched away, families snatched away, and all those things. Even if it was temporary, but that experience, the guru was snatched away, the path was snatched away, the practices were snatched away. Everything just went out. And what am I left? The space of Arunachala. So it's the plunge that you have taken into that Nirguna Niraka. So when you sit in that space of nothingness, that's why he is Shiva himself. The hill itself is Shiva. Arunachala, where I'm sitting right now. They say Kailasha may be the abode of Shiva, but Arunachala is Shiva himself. And that also is very scientific. It's not a myth. Not because it's written in Skanda Purana, we have to believe it. You come here, you'll understand. But if you come here, you'll not understand just like that. If you do these practices and nullify all those oppositions that you have inside, and that is what we do in the retreat. We cleanse up. You become so sukshma to those energies. You see the people here. After second day, third day, they are blank out. Nobody wants to even go to the temple or, I mean, the people who are very rich and rich there. So who are doing it very sincerely. They just want to be absorbed in that space. Nothingness. And the hill itself is that. So there are people who come here only sit in the hill. They are not interested in anything. That also shows your stages of evolution. How much proof do you need from the Panchandriya to know that God is in front of me or I'm connected to God? How much of your senses are needed to show that, I want to get connected? How many photographs should come in front of you before you can connect to your Guru and God? Those are all weaknesses. It should just trigger. One thought is enough when the connection is established. You should come to that state. And when you come to that state, why do you need a temple? Why do you need a Shivalinga? Why do you need anything? There's a state of being. That's what we did in Mahashivratri here. Be. I told people, just be. Just be. Come. Look who's come. I'll show you. Henge. Who's going there? Now, Karan. Pittu is come. Pittu has been very excited that time. See there. Pittu. I show him all the time because he's a regular satsangi. He has attended all the retreats and every single session is there in the room. If anybody is absent also. So his attendance is complete. So he's very happy seeing us today. From that time he's here in the room. So I know many of you know already Pittu. So it's a lovely place here. In June, we are doing this Arunachala Tatva. Those of you who feel very connected are welcome now, because all these months what I was doing was, because of that levels of higher level we were doing, I had to be very, very selective. Because people will not understand most of the time, what are you talking about? Somebody who has not done 15 into awareness will not understand. So they are just interested in going around the hill and they want to see. So I said, you come and go around. But retreat is for something else. Then I said, we are missing out a lot of stuff because of that. So I said, how Ashok? Okay, no, 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 let him be. Let him be. He's here only. So then I said, let everybody come. So we just distributed into level one and two. So level one will be the basics of the shifting into awareness and how to make yourself so subtle that you can catch the energies of the temples and the avadutas and jiva samadhis, the hill, and understand the hill, do parikramas, go to Shivalingas, understand the science of Ashokbhai guides uh, everybody every time. So you can go. That is all the first level. You can spend a lot of time there. So there we don't have these deeper sessions. And once you get a grip of Arunachala and you understand, you start experiencing what we are talking, the Panchakoshas, your koshas, the temple koshas, the Shivalinga koshas, Jiva Samadhi koshas, and interact with it and experience and understand. Then you can practice that. So, second level, what we're talking is people who know all these things, who have come here before and who are repeaters, or perhaps the practice is so subtle that they can just sit and do some simple process. So in second level, we break concepts. That is why we do things like Yoga Vashishta. If anybody wants to break all your concepts, do the course Yoga Vashishta. In Vashishta, you can see Ram never talks about any god. The whole Yoga Vashishta. Not a single word of Hindu, Sanatan, Vedas, Upanishad, Shiva, Parvati, nothing. Just consciousness, self. So, Avadut Gita, Ashtavakra Gita, and then this, what we are talking, Upadesh Sara, Devi Kalutra, Sarva Gyanotra, and Uddhav Gita. All these kind of documents are for Shambhopaya level. And of course, Shiva Sutras. They're on that level. So, those will be taught in the second level. We can catch, grasp all those things. So, finally, what we are, the motto is crystal clear now. I'll put all these things in the website and make it very more crystal clear so that you get direction. And if you find something is not working, then something else is there to give you that. The whole idea is to elevate, and come back to that state. So here we are not motivating people run faster. I am just warning you. It will not happen. It is impossible. Even the most powerful guru cannot make it happen. Nobody can do that. They can guide you, they can help you, all those things, but nobody can put a starter in you and say that there you go. You cannot. Even if that happens in rare cases, that is your purva janma samskaras, and that is known as shaktipat. There are many levels of shaktipat that people get. So here what we do is prepare yourself in such a way that you become eligible to shaktipat from the Lord. And people experience it here in the retreats also, Shaktipat. And nobody does it. That's what I'm telling them. There's no credit taker here because somebody else is doing it. You just have to be available. And my job is to make you available, make you so sukshma, so that you can be eligible to get that directly from the source. Source does it, the whole thing. So Shaktipata happens here. You can see so many people tossing, falling, jumping, crying, weeping, laughing, ecstasy, samadhi for hours. All those things you can see. That is all samadhi. That's all Shaktipat. What's happening? Where? Because you're sitting in the lap of Arunachala. He is here, not very far. Just 100 meters from where we are. So that's the power of this place. And this whole arrangements and all this just happened. Nobody asked for it. Everything was made ready by Arunachala here. We have got beautiful people. Ashok, Raj Lakshmi. All these people arrange everything without doing anything. I don't even have to look here. Just have to tell them, they manage everything and they treat you like your home people. Last time Tanuja and Neha had come from UK. So they witnessed all these things, and Tanuja was overwhelmed. And she was saying, what is this? People are so loving here. What kind of an atmosphere is this? I'm so touched. I'm so touched. I said, Maholi aisa hai. You become that when you become here. So in webinars and all, we have different attitudes. But here, when we come, you ask the people who come here, no barriers, nothing. We are sitting together, having satsangs, enjoying, going around, and like a family. There is no steps up and down or somebody greater or something. So people experience that love. They take care of each other, and the others also say, all different kind of people come here. It is not different kind of people. It is the filtered people. With all this filtration, we are not allowing everybody to come in, new people. I'm curious. We don't. It will spoil the whole thing. So if you go that level by level, then that kind of people, that kind of frequency will be there. So I don't know, if you feel interested, you are most welcome to come here. If you feel just like coming here also, you can come and go. This place is there. You can ask me for their numbers. If you want, you can stay here, anywhere you want, wherever you want. Here, if you stay, they'll be able to guide you, help you, whatever. Any help you need in Tiruvannamalai to come by taxi or anything. Taxi, if you can afford it, it's a little costly. But if you can come through the buses and all that, fantastic. It can be done. So you can come here for visit, or you can definitely come for retreat. There are two different things. I used to come here for 15 years. For the past 15, 16 years, I'm coming. And there are times last retreat I was sharing with so many of the people that my days were so bad those days. I was so confused, devastated. And this is the time when I was already doing the blogging and writing blogs and doing live, even from Tiruvannamalai, I was doing all these things. But things were not very clear. Mind was still upset, clarity was not there, doubts were there, not understanding, feeling stuck, all these things. I remember I used to come into Skanda Ashram, and in front of Virupaksha cave, there is a nice place. I used to simply lie down there, like in depression. I didn't know where to go, and I'm simply lying down there and praying. What the hell? I don't understand anything. What's happening? Nothing is happening. I'm feeling just stuck. I don't know where. I can't find any way. There was one time like this, and it went for years. So this all just opened up 3 years back. And from 3 years, life has never been the same. And the whole perspective has changed. And there is a strong urge to share this with everybody, that this is a place where you will get quantum leaps of consciousness if you are in a certain way. If you make yourself in a certain way and then come here, then you will have. Because I was not in that way. And I came here for years. I can see the difference. So what is that way is what I try to tell people and teach people here. In the webinars also, we are trying to make ourselves subtle. So that is the reason we experience. I tell people, you're coming here first day, note your emotions and note your body, note your worries, note your whole being, how it is. And I'll ask you tomorrow, I'll ask you day after. Keep this in mind. And next day we ask about it. There is a big change. Nishchal Tatva is come. By third day, everybody is just settled. And by fourth day, we are able to fully relish what this place is. So it takes time, because we are coming from Vishavasanas. We are coming from Sansara, from Maya. So it needs a lot of preparation. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day to sink into that, align with that. We have all these activities going on from morning to evening. Why I'm doing that? Because I want you to have a glimpse of how possible it is. And what happens when you become subtle? What is the experience that you get when you become subtle? That will become your motivation. Then you'll say, yeah, things happen. So your experience, like Nityananda says, experience is everything. Teaching, learning, nothing is going to happen. That Shiva is this, self is that. Nityananda says it's like sugar. You cannot explain sugar to nobody who has had sweet in life. This is sugar, how it tastes. No, you have to give it. They have to put it on their tongue. They will know what it is. So experience. We are talking only about experience here. All the programs. So Arunachala Tatva is that kind of a place. Most of you I can see are people who have already come here. I know you are connected so well to this place. Even I am. That is why I come rushing here whenever I have an opportunity. And whenever I'm here, I'm very excited. My energies are different. I'm jumping and tossing. Excitement, that kind of. and we meditate from here. Today also we'll do a short uh, alignment with this place because you're connecting to Arunachala. Those who know about Arunachala, fine. Those who do not know, simply be like in inner child healing. I said, inner child healing, something funny happened. That was just 3 days back. The second bonus session we were doing. Yeah, that is one thing we will be doing. I'm not interested in doing every Sunday one webinar only. We'll do a webinar and there will be follow-up sessions after that. You know, so 2, 3 sessions will always be there just to follow up and make sure that you are understanding or getting into that frame. That's very important. And to even be with you when those processes are happening with purging and things like that, a lot of things. So little guidance there so that you understand it. And every Sunday or 2 Sundays, one after the other, alternative Sundays, like 2 Sundays in a month, we will do some webinars, and then you can get enough help on that. So the rest of the time, we are only talking about practice and aligning with that. And the practice also, I'm not going to make it available to all the attendees of the webinars because webinars, many people come out of curiosity and some come, some show interest, some are there, some are half present. So I am more interested in the one who is committed. And that I know with your interactions. So I keep on asking you a lot of interactions. So many people are just numb. Probably they say, no, there's nothing to talk. Okay, you don't talk. Let's not talk. You do your practice. You are very advanced. So you don't need any guidance. So you can do it on your own. So I won't be bothering those people who are very advanced. I would like to help those who are feeling, who would like to interact and tell what's happening and what is the stuckness, who ask questions. So they are the people who need guidance. So I'm sure they need guidance. So follow-up sessions will only be there for the interactive, for those who are really involved in the process. So that is a must I'm going to do. This time I was disappointed because I said, why am I running? Doing all these bonus sessions one after the other. It's like me coming to your home and begging, do your sessions. Let me sit, wake up at night and let me sit till late with you. And 3 preparatory sessions. You understand what is that? One webinar and 3 preparatory sessions, 1.5, 4.5 hours we are sitting before this. And after that, we are doing follow-up sessions. Another 5 hours, 6 hours in that. So 6 plus 6, 12 plus 5, it's almost 17, 18 hours of work that we are doing. It might be too overwhelming for somebody. So fine. So those who are really wanting, because I'm spending, investing time on that. It's not about just money. Money is for your commitment. And yes, I need to pay my bills also. Okay, be very frank. I won't do anything for free. So all those who want for free, do the Seva projects. You are too fond of Sevas, do that. If you don't like Sevas, yuck, then pay for it. Or earn it out somewhere. But that thing is very, very clear. I want be responsible, earn your salvation. Okay. No need to come and tell this problem, that problem. We are always in the victimized zone. And there is no pity here for those who self-pity. Because I want you to come out of that victim zone. So you can do it if you want. And then when people take on that, this is so tough, will I be able to do it? Then don't do it. Do something, you can't, have everything and then want to be. And then when you have everything also, I have seen, there is no response. I'm little confused. They say I can't afford it. Okay, don't worry. Do this proper. That I'm not able to do. This I'm not able. Okay, okay. Still I go ahead with it. And free you are there. And then they're not there. Half time they're not there. They come, they go. And then the follow-up session, they're not there. They don't respond to anything. What the hell is this? I said, no, this home service, I'm going to simply stop. If you are involved, you are involved. Otherwise, I'm also not interested. If you are not interested, I'll not be interested. So I've been a little strict here, but you need that. Because I know you are coming from places where you have done all kind of haphazard things. Nobody to monitor, nobody to do anything. Man mein aaya jo kar diya. And if you continue doing that here, you're going to have the same results. Okay. So here, that is why we are specific. And I love to sit with people who are growing. That is what I was telling my friend also. When people are sitting for higher, advanced, these, it is satsang for me because I'm sitting with souls who are deeply connected. It's a privilege for me to sit with them. I learned, I get that thing also because it's a mass work that's happening. Imagine there are 10 people sitting in a room and all are elevated to a certain consciousness. All are connected. It's a blessing for me. That's more, I prefer that more than sitting here and rubbing the dirt of people who are not interested also. A lot of work there. So if you show demotivation, that's your karma. I'm not going to come and say, what happened? Come on, get up. You can do it. वो दिन गए. Here I am, करना है तो करो, मैं हूँ आपके साथ. नहीं करना है तो आप सो जाओ. You go and have a good night. Sleep. So it's upon us. So what was I talking about? I missed from there and I then went to the Sunday sessions and webinars, the follow-ups. Anybody remembers what it is? This is like Tripura Rahasya. We talk so much. And Tripura Rahasya, you go depth into depth into depth. Yeah, Tripura Rahasya is another one thing you wanted to do, but that is too deep. Yeah, I was talking about inner child. Funny thing happened was, yeah, being selective on the participants. Yeah, now I'm trying to think what is that funny thing because many funny things happened in that. The whole sessions were very funny, very, very funny. So much of things happened, and guys, it's very deep, very, very, very deep. So we are talking about so much of pain and suffering. So some said, "We should we get into all that?" And all. You will not become strong. You will only become an escapist. Then you'll, I don't want to look there. I don't want to there. I know negativity. I'm a positive person, optimistic person. Optimistic person are the weakest persons. Though the world teaches only think about positive, then who will look into your negative? These are all the people, the think positives, they will never even look into their negative because they have been trained in such a way. Negative dekhna hi nahi. And this work, what we are doing in our child, it is coming face to face with who I am. I gave some exercises for people to do this, stare in the mirror, look into the eyes. And I told them, you'll not be able to look into your eyes. Many people said, oh my God, I can't believe. Every day I am in the front of the mirror, but I have never looked in that way. Now I'm staring into my eyes and just trying to love myself. Oh my God. I'll put my face away. I can't because I can't love myself. Why? See, the disgust is there. To say, I love my body. You love your body. You don't love yourself. Because you have all these wrong identities built up on you. The world has made you bitter. Experiences has made you bitter. And those experiences are so traumatic. So traumatic. This sessions also we had 77 participants, or including the people who are looking at the recordings and all those things. By the end, almost 50% it came down because some were not able to handle it. Some were like, what the hell is this? And those who sustained, went through, they could see a lot of purging happening. See, it can go to so traumatic. There was so many, like 4 or 5 of them, rape issues, being raped or being physically, sexually assaulted, sometimes in families, in extended families, things like that. It can be so traumatic for people, and we keep carpets over this. And we want to go into deeper spirituality. You can't. Very difficult. You have to deal with those, give completions to those. And it's a very delicate and sensitive matter, which is not easy to touch. You don't feel like going there, and you're disgusted with yourself. But when you slowly start entering into through this, the inner child concept is a very beautiful concept. So when you slowly start it, you'll start loving it. So दरवाजा खोल के दे दो. And the whole thing is you have to love yourself. You have to love yourself. We don't love ourselves because we are incomplete. And without that, there is no who am I. You do it through inner child, or you do it through some purging or some release or some contemplation, some awareness, something you do, but it has all these. You have to come face to face with that and uproot it. So inner child is a very beautiful concept to go. There is no way to see the subconscious. It is impossible to see the subconscious. It's not easy. So inner child concept, which is there, it's a concept, but very beautiful and powerful concept. That is why I'm telling, when people go in there and they say, where the hell was this? Some people even see some incidents. Now, I'm not interested in telling that if you do inner child, you'll start seeing things. Never do any activity with this wrong intention. I will see something. You will fail terribly. I want to see my past. You will fail terribly. Never do it with this intention. Just do, I want to purify. And when you are purifying, what is right for you surfaces. Including if it has to connect with some of your past life also. If it is needed, if you're ready, it will happen. But if you sit trying to dig for it. So the whole fundamental I've tried to explain in inner child. That will be available as a course once I return back by the end of or the start of next or April 1st week. It's a beautiful session. Yes, I was a little disappointed and didn't want to do it because of the third session. I was planning to do it intensively again. Then I saw the response is not there. And I said, okay, we all are not interested. Why should I take the headache? So I lost my interest. So you can see, if you are inspired, I'm inspired. If you are not inspired, I don't lose anything. I have nothing to lose. Mano Meriman. I have nothing to lose. I will just simply walk away, including satsangs, or I'm ready to cancel satsangs. I don't care. Because I don't want anything else. I don't want anybody's money or attention or things like that. If I have a heart to go there, if I feel pulled there, I go and simply sit. And it happens. So I believe Kerala also, people have invited me. Provided I'm motivated at that time, I will go. If not, because there is no obligation for us, anybody. It's only what you want. If you are connected, if you need it. If there are so many people, even in UK, she's calling, she's arranging for things. So there also by August, we are planning to have. Now there also, it's not that, oh, we are going to do something. I'm very thrilled. No, I'm communicating. I'm communicating very clearly to them. I'm telling, don't bheed ikkata mat karo. If it is from some paths, please don't call them. I don't need it. Let it be people. Oh, but they know you. If they know what I'm doing and they are sure they want to do it, they are welcome. But we will never go and invite people to come here. There is something. I told the people in Kerala also, never do that. That's not our intention. I don't want to go there because I have hit my hard head for almost months now, trying to put this message and hurting so many people. When I put all this message, I hurt people because it's not worthy enough to send somebody away who's coming with a lot of love. But they must know that they cannot come here with full of baggage and concepts. So I tell them, just look at it. If you are ready to drop it, then that's fine. Other we are not interested in all these things. So that is one reason we are doing selective. I'm ready to do satsang anywhere, any place, in any homes. We don't need halls. We are not going for that kind of. Ours is different kind. But the only receptivity and that like-minded people, if they are there, I'm more than happy to come and do it. And it should be a space where I am not involved into Vishaya Vasanas. where people keep talking all day about their stories and the world and keep chatting. No. If it is a space where I can sit meditatively and we all can sit meditatively, and even the talks which are there, if you're ready to listen and not teach me, then I'm interested, because if I need a teacher, I'll go to a teacher. So people try to do that also. So I like question what is my work here? If you know everything, what is my work here? So these are things I'm trying to sort out now. It has been very challenging for me to understand what is all this, but now I'm getting a grip on all this, thankfully. So I'm making this communication very open-heartedly clear. I'm ready to put these things even on the Facebook. I don't care. So it's very, very clear things. So we know what we want here. Yes. Anybody has anything to ask before we just connect here? Please conduct third bonus sessions by you. Yeah, I'll be connecting. But I know who of you have been interactive and doing it. I'll send a message to you. We'll do it. But it will not be for the entire group, because I want to give the message clear. You're shifting to awareness. This platform is not a right of anybody. It's a privilege. Nobody should have, it's my right to be here. No, it's a privilege. You take the privilege, but no demands here. I am here. I'm here for past 3 years. So what? I'm just seeing your involvement. I read all your messages. So what? I'm seeing how much are you working on. So there is where we are actually working. Yes. The letter writing is there, and also the forgiveness part is there. That's a main thing, because all your abusers should get out of the hell out of your life. They don't deserve a place in your life at all. They should get the hell out. And you either kick them out or you woo them. So that's the blessing of inner child. Through that concept, we very delicately do it. So if you're ready, yes, just write to me. Whoever is there, only those people I'll just send a message, and we will do it on April 1st. May I please know if we can take time to do the stages instead in one go? I didn't get you, Tanlakshmi. I didn't get you. Shaktobaya inner healing is one. Yeah, Shaktobaya simply means the cleansing of mental. Mana, nirmal man. Anvopaya is more about nirmal prana, nirmal tan. You're cleaning your body, you're cleaning your pranas by all those activities, kriyas, and things like that. And then you're getting a grip, and then you're slowly moving towards your Shaktobaya man. Then when you come to the mental level, there is lot. That is where Nityananda says, Andiya baar se to saaf kar liya, andar se kab kar. When I going to clean from inside. That means you're done your Anvapaya. When the Shaktopaya you are going to. So Nirmal Mana makes you ready for Nishchala Mana. When you are Nishchala Mana, Vishuddhi, your Chitta has reached the Vishuddhi. That is why Nityananda says, here is your Muladhara. Your real spirituality, Shaktipat, begins here, not there, in the tailbone. So this is Nishchala Mana. From here, Raj Yoga begins. Teachings of Chidakasha. This is all Nityananda is teaching Raj Yoga and making you eligible for Gyan Yoga. Arunachala Tatva is purely Gyan Yoga, Gyan Marg. That is why Ramana, all Nisardat Maharaj, all Gyan, through the intellect it is done. Who can reach the intellect? Whose mind is purified. First, intellect is below the intellect. The mind is below the intellect. You can see Jnanamaya Kosha, then you have Manomaya Kosha. If your Manomaya Kosha is purified, that is Shaktopaya, you reach the Jnanamaya Kosha. Jnanamaya Kosha is intellect. That is awareness. All what we are doing is Jnanamaya Kosha level. So you have to move from Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, and come there. I have explained all this before also. So that's how the journey goes. And then when you come to the Jnanamaya Kosha, Jnana khulta hai. See, so many of you are hearing the Gyan, and it's so shocking. These are the truths. This is what is known as the secrets. There's no other secret. Gyan Marga is the secret. Devi Kalotra is Brahma Gyan. So Kala Gyan, what I told you. Mahakal, the Kal of the Gyan of Mahakal. Mahakala is not an entity sitting somewhere. Mahakala is the Tatva that is beyond time. What happens in that space, Mahakala? What happens when you are in Samadhi? Tell me. When you're in deep Samadhi, what happens? Is there time in that zone? No time. That is the zone of Mahakala. It's as simplified as that. You need not complicate these matters more. By all these concepts. More you remove all these concepts, what you have learned, and you understand the subtle concept, you'll fall in love with Shiva. You'll fall in love with Bhairavi. Last time so many of you experienced here Bhairavi. Didn't we initiate the Bhairavi? What happened? Kundalini, how it happened? Did you do any Shaktipat? Last retreat, people asked them. Prana, when you become aware of your prana, who's prana? Praneshwari. Bhairavi. Very close to Bhairava. So Praneshwari is running towards whom? Prananath. I mean, you said 3 stages, you can do stage 1, stage 2. No, you can't do that in one time. Simply, it's not that way. You can attend these programs and see if you're eligible. That's what I'm saying. There's no harm in that. But don't be disappointed if you come to an advanced level and then you see, "Oh, samajh mein nahi aa raha. I lost my money in this." Coming to Tiruvannamalai. All waste of time and money. Then don't complain. So you investigate and find out whether can you catch. And most of you cannot catch all the final talks. Then go to the Shakta point. That I'll put in the website, which programs and what you can align with it. Then you keep doing it for a period of time. You keep asking for guidance and all that. We are there. We are doing follow-up sessions. So many free sessions are being done. What else do we need? Many of you are so stingy enough to not even you want life transformation, but you're stingy enough. You don't want to spend even 1 hour for yourself. Stingy with your time. And then you keep crying and complaining. You'll cry forever, my dear, I'm telling you. And I'm not there to give you a shoulder. I'm the worst enemy. You'll remain crying in front of me, but I'll never give you a handkerchief also. Because crying is ego. You cry. The more you cry, it's good. The ego is dissolving. So I never feel pity for someone who's crying. In fact, I'm good at making you cry. We make so many people crying here all the time. See, crying means you become sensitive now. There are 2 types of crying. One crying is out of ego, victim. The victim keeps crying. Oh, this happened, that happened. I am in this state. Somebody come and save. कोई अवतार आए, कोई भगवान आए, और फिर एक कोट आएगा कहीं से तो. Somebody is always watching. Somebody is watching. Watch करके क्या करने वाले? Do you want a watchman to keep watching on you and pitying you all the time? Somebody is there, somebody is there, somebody is there, somebody is there. Whole lifetime goes in this assurance. And then you only get into a conflict. I've been told somebody is there. And why nothing is happening then? If somebody is there, when will that somebody come and help me? So that somebody comes in many ways. Shiva Sutra says. It can come through a book. It can come through a child and talking. It can come through your YouTube videos. It can come through some encounter somewhere. Something. But until you are aware, how will you catch that? Shiva might pass next to you, Krishna might pass next to you, but you'll never see because वो मुकुट धारे नहीं आने वाले, मुरली पकड़ के नहीं आने वाले. So you'll miss out. For that, you need to be highly aware. So the motto of what I'm going to punch in there, shifting into awareness, is not to get you into meditation. Here, there is no meditation that you do for morning 1 hour and afternoon 1 hour or evening 1 hour. You are here qualified or motivated to get into meditative awareness 24/7. That is a motive. That's a goal, objective of shifting into awareness. Not to do meditations. Meditation is escapism. Drowning yourself. I told this many times. Drown yourself in liquor or some drugs or pornography or, masturbations or what do you call extramarital affairs and all those things, or movies. or hogging food everywhere. All this stimulation which is there, escapism, and meditation is also one of its escapes. Like this, you simply keep diverting your mind, you keep playing around with it, but you're not getting nowhere. So you're like 1 hour in meditation and 23 hours of ignorance, disconnected. And you are what you radiate all the time. So 23 hours you radiate, you become that. You don't radiate that 1 hour. You don't become that 1 hour. So the whole focus is not meditation, but meditativeness. You walk, you talk, you lie down, you eat, you do whatever, but it's meditative, like Krishna. That is what the theme of Bhagavad Gita. So the whole aim is to get us into meditation. And I said 24/7. Why? The people on the advanced level will know this. We did it here last. I didn't spare them even at night. Night, 11 o'clock. I am not doing it. My course and classes end at 5 o'clock. Then I say it's your wish. If anybody wants, I'm here. Otherwise, you can go. And people go to temples, but I am here all the time, available. Some people want to sit, go deeper. So some people want to come back. But all of them come back by 9:30. And then we have a session till 11:30. Till 11:30, what we do is we learn to now carry the Jagrat Avastha into Sushupti Avastha and overflow that awareness, meditativeness that we have learned to be in whole day. We now overflow it into our sleep state. So we trigger that at 10:30, 11, and then we go to sleep without a word. This we did in Kanyanad also. Go to sleep in that state. And as you fall in asleep in that state, you will have different experiences in your sleep. Your dreams will be different. There also you are watching. In Jagrat Avastha, if you are just a witness to all incidents, your mind and all that, you'll be surprised to see even your swapna, dreams are happening and you know this is a dream. You don't get entangled in it. That is the success of your awareness now being spread out. That is what I mean, meditative awareness 24/7. This is Ashtavakra Gita. So there are steps to prepare yourself and get into that state. This will lead you to the state of Jivan Mukta, living liberated while in the physical body. Don't have to, and any color dress, any language, any responsibility you are in, nothing has to be quit. You can fully relish it, because that I say also, relishing it is very important. Completion is very important. So we were just talking today and we were telling that, does it get too involved? If I want to get married, or if somebody is getting married, or people get into grasta ashram and all those things, is it like a complication? Will Maya grasp? No. We have taken this physical body for a reason. If you have certain attraction, if you have certain urges, it is for life is asking for completion. So I cannot put that away because I have little gyan about Maya and things like that. I have to give completion. Inner child, you can see we are giving completion to everything. So whatever is my needs, whatever is my true things, I give it completion, but I'm not obsessed with it. And that's the thing. You are the being that is getting entangled into it is pulled back. See, that is what I want to tell you. The difference between Jivan Mukta and Videha Mukta. You'll see them here. All the saints, almost all the saints are Jivan Muktas. They are free. They are liberated because they have a body, but they're aware of the body and the body needs. You can see all the saints, yogis, or self-realized, they have bodily needs. Okay, they fulfill the bodily need, like they want to eat something and they want to sleep. They will do all that because they have body awareness. That is Jivan Mukta. Avaduts are Videha Mukta. They have lost even the body consciousness. You get that? They are consciousness, but they don't even have awareness of the body. So you can see all the avadutas roaming around here. One at least you can see Topium Man. Many in the south you can see. You watch them, you'll come to know they have no body awareness. That is Videha Mukta. We are not aiming for that. I'm telling Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta means you have body consciousness, you have bodily needs. So you can still have bodily needs. You can marry, you can do. Bhagwan Ram was a married person. He had children. He even fought wars. Jivan Mukta. So he's not having vengeance. He's not having that emotions of attachment, obsessiveness with his wife or children. Or he's there, loving, kind. That is how you give completion. So that completion should never be neglected. Whoever it is, whatever it is, you must find. But you must find that clarity as to what I want in life. Very, very crystal clear. Then when you remove all these clutters, you will have that clear cut idea what you want. You can't simply keep telling, "Oh, I don't know." Most of the people I ask, what is your name? I don't know. I said, my cat also says that. Even the dogs and chickens also say that. They don't know. They simply exist. Then you're not a human. You're an animal or insect. They also exist. Humans means you should know why you exist. So for that, some work has to be done. And you have to understand what gives you completion when you are in the body. What would it be if you are on this earth? And what at the end of life, when you are ready to go, would you feel, I'm done with them? There's nothing more left. Or would you feel, no, and then find out what is that? In your deathbed, that you would say, no, this thing, that is your soul agenda of this lifetime. So that can also go ahead. Spirituality also can go ahead. Both can go simultaneously. Then you'll feel complete because then you're cheerful, you're happy, you are okay, you're neutral, and you're living this life experience. You'll feel complete. You'll feel thrilled, contented. So all this with the blessings of Arunachala. We will discuss more on this as we go deeper through many of the webinars and all those things. So whichever you feel attracted to, that is what is your need, what you have to do. Oh, any questions? If you have anything, please quickly you can ask. The mic just unmuted. Is there any way one can attend your courses program during the day? Courses you can attend day or night or midnight or anytime because it has no time limit. Webinars have time limit. If you are not able to attend because you are in a different time zone and all, then you can take the recording, but after 24 hours it will expire. Two reasons. One is it keeps overwriting the new files. I have not additionally taken extra space because I don't want to encourage people with this guided meditation syndrome. Even whatever I give, I say do it in 2 3 days and then it's going to be taken up. Don't get attached, obsessed with guided. So courses you can sign up anytime. It's always there. The meditations are there. The courses are there. Anytime, no time limit. And it's automatic. You go there and register, and the moment the payment goes through, the link comes to you and you can open it once you're logged in. I am unable to attend during the late hours, no demand, just a request. Okay, if anybody is unable to attend during the day or even the night, you can ask for recordings because recordings are for people who are busy, not for those who are lazy. Because there are many people who can attend, they will not, and then after 2 days they'll say recording, and they will demand. I'll get message like recording, please. They're not interested. They though you have to give. That's why I said it's a privilege, not a right. Okay. That's all. Yeah. And these programs like these, what we have session, these are like satsang as well as clarity sessions. So that's one thing I always encourage. We should have any questions, you clear it out then and there itself. Because I've seen the loopholes in spirituality. You have bubbling question, but nobody to answer you. And when you have nobody to answer you, what happens is you guess. Or you'll have Gyanis around, who with their experiences will tell you, and then you get cluttered with a lot of things. So clarity session gives you clarity. Anything you can write us or directly ask. Fine then. Just let's align to this place. If you, I don't want to look into the screen because you will be uh, sitting now in Padmasan, Sukhasan, arranging yourself. That is one dirty habit. I try to remove, it's not getting removed. हाँ पुनीत भाई.
Yeah, namaste भैया.
नमस्ते.
I don't have any question, but I have one observation, and
हाँ
which
बोलिए.
I feel जो आपने ये नया concept या system बनाया है कि you will do the webinar and then you will do it practice sessions, that is very good, because somewhere we were finding that you were you were walking a little fast
Literally, I
with the
was
programs
flying.
and ये
People are telling me, what the hell? You are here, you are doing what? What do I do? फिर को जा रहा है.
what do I do? Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I know, I
this
know. I didn't get that
so
because
your
I have.
sharing of
हाँ.
sorry
हाँ बोलिए.
I was saying your sharing of those that 30-minute, we are having better grip now, and it appears that we need little more time, even after doing it daily or twice daily. Some things we miss. Whenever we listen, we figure out that yes, this is also an addition. So
Yes.
to have a grip, it needs time, and then in between we also did inner child healing, which again we have to,
This I
like, in
forcefully
the
made
meanwhile.
myself to do.
No, I'm saying we have to practice it. So it's like that. Uh, grip grip comes with, because we you have shared that. No, वो उससे, I was just telling you this. I wanted to share that it is very helpful.
Oh, good. I
That is what
always
I'm
love
telling you.
feedbacks, right? I love feedbacks. I love you people giving reviews about the whole set. I'm asking for reviews and nobody reviews. ये क्या है बोले सड़ गए क्या बेहोश हो गए क्या है भी कि नहीं कोई कुछ हो because see I am sitting with the system and trying to deliver how much it is reachable. And another thing is whenever you share, I put it out on the internet because I want
Right,
same frequency people to join this. When they see the frequency what they want, they'll simply come.
right,
That is the reason I ask for reviews because your reviews, like I cannot fake reviews and I can't keep boasting and telling today we had this and all that. So if somebody feels, oh, I have been helped, it can help others, they will do it. Who cares? मुझे मिला ठीक है. So I said, but now you're giving feedbacks. That's good. I come to know. Okay, that's helping.
yeah.
30
For
minutes.
example, I can just share, if you remember, when you did that I am wala program, where I requested you ki if we can have a follow up, because it was very good. The experience was so
No.
good, but it was
आप रिट्रीट की बात कर रहे हैं ना?
नहीं, उससे पहले भी आपने कराया था एक बार आयाम का
I failed there also. I failed. It is good. It will give you a good feeling, but that's not the purpose. That is subjective awareness. That is the state of Shiva. What Shiva is feeling right now. It is that. So if we have a good feeling, it's still not there. So
now
I
I don't
remember
know how to express it. Probably the feelings cannot be,
what happens,
like,
try to
there is
impress.
always a gap.
If you try to impress it, it becomes a concept, and that's not a concept. That is why it's a concept less space where all these things have to go. And then when I'm empty, when one prompt and you're realizing, no. So let us not force it. It's not needed कि हमको वो I am state में जाके रहना है. So what Puneet Bhai is telling is not telling I am Shiva state. There is one state before I am Shiva, the I am. There are three states. Right now I am Jake. I run around, move around in my life saying I am Jake. But when I cut the concepts, if I'm sitting here right now and if I empty my mind through awareness and I'm sitting blank, I enter into I am. Jake goes away. That I am is the key, which Nisargadatta Maharaj keeps talking so much. I am. You don't need to go to I am that. That is what Shiva is. That he's in that state. I am Shiva. He's experiencing I am the Shivaness. So when I remove I am the Jake, what remains is I am. Only एक presence रहता है कि I am alive right now. I only feel alive. I don't even know if I'm a boy, I'm a girl. I don't even know if I'm meditating, but I am. It's there. That's the hint. Then you enter that state, and if you start reverberating, which we did in last retreat here, holding on for some time there, you slip into I am that. That you go into the Shivanas, and that is that Shiva Sutras, what we are telling. So I amness is interesting. The I amness is interesting. But still, we will move there, we will have a little acha laga, and then we'll come down again. So what I'm telling is, if we just remove why we are coming down, these things, then naturally you start going up. I am is the Shakti, right?
So
No.
I only wanted to make this point that it is very, very, very good that you are giving those and also
Yeah.
guiding
We'll
further.
do it that way. We'll do it that way. See, because for the
Thank you.
past 6 months, 5, 6 months, we have only been doing higher programs. And there is where I learned many are yet not there. But they are feeling there. So that is why I tumbled down and started doing these programs now. Shaktopaya level. This is needed. Thank you, Puneet bhai. हाँ संजीता जी।
प्रणाम भैया।
प्रणाम।
भैया भैया मैं जब संडे को वेबिनार किया था मैंने, तो मुझे जो चाइल्डहुड का जो भी याद आ रहा था, जो तो उस पे काफी मुझे तकलीफ हो रही थी। पर उसके
ठीक।
बाद जब मैंने प्रैक्टिस किया, तो उसके बाद मुझे मतलब खासकर कल परसों जब भी किया, तो मुझे कुछ भी नहीं ऐसा कुछ फील हो रहा था। पर तुरंत में मुझे बाद की चीजें, जैसे और बड़े होने की, जैसे 15 साल के बाद की चीजें मेमोराइज होने लगी, तो उसको मैं
ओके।
अवॉइड कर रही थी, पर वो और ज्यादा हो रही थी। तो मुझे
ठीक।
समझ नहीं आ रहा था कि मुझे क्या करना चाहिए। और मेरे को पहले की 15 साल तक की चीजों में अब कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है। हालांकि मुझे ऐसा कुछ महसूस नहीं हो रहा है कि मेरा मतलब इनर चाइल्ड कुछ मुझे बोल रहा है या मुझसे बात कर रहा है, ऐसा कुछ भी फीलिंग नहीं हो रहा है। पर उससे कुछ असर भी नहीं हो रहा है। पर अब मुझे आगे की चीजें बहुत याद आ रही हैं, तो मुझे क्या करना चाहिए?
वही जो आप वहां कर रहे थे, क्योंकि इनर चाइल्ड जो आप बोल रहे हो ना 15 साल के बाद, वो चाइल्ड नहीं है। मैं सोचना आपके अंदर अभी जो बैठा है वो भी चाइल्ड ही है।
हाँ
वो दबा हुआ चाइल्ड हर फेज से गुजरता है।
जी
वही चाइल्ड उधर से भी, टीनेज से भी वही गुजरता है। तो
जी
जो आप ट्रीटमेंट चाइल्ड को दे रहे हो, वो सेम ट्रीटमेंट इवन बुढ़ापे में भी, इवन इफ इट इज ओल्ड एज, लेट्स से आई एम 70 एंड इफ आई एम लुकिंग इनटू माय 70 एज, उसको भी इनर चाइल्ड ही हीलिंग होता है, क्योंकि वो चित्त में अटका हुआ है। दैट वो जो आपका था ना चाइल्डहुड का,
जी
और चाइल्डहुड के ट्रॉमा की वजह से आप टीनेज में जाते हो, तो आप बोलते हो ना चाइल्डहुड में कुछ नहीं दिख रहा, लेकिन टीनेज में दिख रहा है। ये वही है, वहीं से आ रहा है। तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, जब आप वहां घुसोगे
जी
टीनेज में, आपको उसका लिंक वहां दिखेगा, बचपन में मेरे साथ ये हुआ था।
जी
हर एक चीज लिंक्ड है,
जी
हर एक चीज। खासकर अभी हमारे साथ जो भी हो रहा है ना, ये एडल्टहुड में सब कुछ
जी
उसी से लिंक्ड है। सब बचपन से ही आ रहा है। शायद आप देख रहे हो चाइल्ड को और आप बोल रहे हो कि वो कुछ बोल नहीं रहा, नहीं बोल नहीं रहा मतलब है कुछ। जब तक वो इनर चाइल्ड आपको इतने प्रसन्न चित्त ना लगे, खुश ना लगे,
जी
और आपको देख के खुश हो, या कोई परवाह नहीं आप हो या नहीं है लेकिन खुशी है, तो समझ लेना चाहिए हील्ड है। और उसमें आप पोक करके भी देख सकते हो, कोई मेथड्स, कोई पुराने यादें आप पोक करके देख सकते हो, बार बार उसी को रिपीट करके। अगर उसको खड़ा करिए तो है, अगर कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा तो हील्ड है। लेकिन मैं ये कह रहा हूं, जब आप वो हील करते हो तो उसके रिकरिंग पैटर्न सब हील होते जाते हैं।
जी
अभी का स्टेट तक हील हो जाता है।
यही मुझे
बच्चा
समझना
अगर,
था। मैं थोड़ा अवॉइड कर रही थी इन चीजों को, कि अभी का जो नया, जो 15 के बाद के जो आ रहे थे बहुत ज्यादा थे, तो वो मैं थोड़ा
हाँ
अवॉइड कर रही थी।
हाँ, लेकिन मैं आपको ये कह रहा हूँ, वो 15 के बाद हो, कभी भी हो, 20 हो, 25 हो, 30 हो, आप उसमें प्रवेश करें।
जी
उसमें प्रवेश करके उसी बच्चे को आप देखें
ठीक है।
वहां जो छुपा है उस चीज को, उससे भी उसी तरह से आप बात कर सकते हो जैसे आपको एक अडल्ट दिख रहा है, 25 साल के आप दिख रहे हो, तो 25 साल के वो लड़के लड़की के साथ भी आप बच्चे जैसे ही व्यवहार करो, उस बच्चे जैसे ही ट्रीट करो। हम हमारे बड़े बच्चों को नहीं ट्रीट करते हैं, बच्चे
जी,
बड़े हो गए हैं, 25 साल के हो गए, 30 साल के हो गए, एक माँ के लिए क्या है, 40 साल का हो, 50 साल का हो, बच्चा बच्चा ही है, बच्चे जैसे ही ट्रीट करता है उसको। तो उस प्रकार से आप जो भी एज में देख रहे हो, बच्चे की तरह से ही ट्रीट करो उसको। Inner child healing is all about parenthood. You become a parent to the inner child. So that is where the thing lies. You have to be a parent. A parent in awareness. Awareness में चले जाना.
जी,
Without awareness नहीं प्रवेश करना. वो सारा हैंडल नहीं कर पाएंगे। तो उसके लिए वो जो मेथड्स हम स्टार्टिंग में बताए वो 100% करके ही अंदर जाना। काफी सारे लोग उसी प्रकार से कर। तो हमारे जो चेहरे पे अभी जो एक ग्लूम है, एक उदासी है, एक एक अनएक्सप्लेन्ड सैडनेस होता है हमारे लाइफ में। दीज आर ऑल डीप सिम्टम्स ऑफ इनर चाइल्ड वुंड। वो चाइल्ड अभी भी तड़प रहा है या तड़प रही है भीतर, उसको मुक्त करना है। दैट हैज टू बी गिवन फ्रीडम। तो उसके लिए काम है थोड़ा। तो हम आज के हमारे टेंशन को लेके बैठ के वी कैन नॉट हील इट। नहीं, आज आई हैव माय प्रॉब्लम इज देयर, आई हैव टू सी मैं कहाँ गड़बड़। उसका रूट सब उधर से है, उसको वहां से रिलीज करो, यहाँ से सब ठीक होना शुरू हो जाएगा। ठीक है ना जी?
हाँ जी, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू। या उमा जी? माइक को अनम्यूट करना पड़ेगा आपको, अनम्यूट कीजिए।
जैसे अभी नीचे पॉइंट आउट किया ना, चेंजिंग हर चीज में बहुत अच्छे से हम उसको डीपली इसको एक्सप्लोर करके हर एक पॉइंट से हम कैसे कर पाते हैं। क्योंकि जैसे आप फर्स्ट सेशन लेते हो ना, तो आपको अवेयरनेस में मतलब जीवन एग्जाम्पल जैसे आप थोड़ा सा नीचे
आपकी
चला
आवाज
गए।
क्लियर नहीं है, आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं है।
हेलो हेलो।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, बोलिए।
नहीं तो वो रिपीट करते हैं हमेशा बहुत हेल्पफुली रहता है। और मैं एकदम से कन्विंसिंगली जैसे क्योंकि जैसे अवेयरनेस में जाते हैं और उस हिसाब से करते हैं तो इतना थरली उसको कैच नहीं कर पाते, जितना कैच कर पाया उस हिसाब से जाते हैं, मतलब पूरा जैसे अवेयरनेस में डीप रहते हैं। बट रिपीट रिपीट जैसे आप दिए एक कॉन्वर्सेशन सेकंड कॉन्वर्सेशन, तो उससे बहुत अच्छे से क्लैरिटी मिली। what Puniji was pointing out, same thing only I want to say कि और दूसरा क्या है कि आप बहुत जैसे स्पीड पे ही जाते हो, तो स्पीड पे शायद उसको हम उस स्पीड पे पहुंच नहीं पाते। तो ये रिपीट सेशन इज ऑलवेज हेल्पफुल टू।
हाँ, तो कोई बताए तो मुझे पता चलेगा ना, उसके लिए तो फीडबैक सेशन रखते हैं, उसके लिए तो मैं फीडबैक्स मांगता हूँ, लेकिन कोई बोलते नहीं है। अब पूरा 1 साल बीतने के बाद अगर किसी ने मुझे बोला आप बहुत फीट गए, तो मैं बोलूंगा अब क्या करूँ, 12 महीने तो बीत गए। तो तुरंत बताए कोई, तो उसका कोई हल हो सकता है, तो हेल्प करेगा सबके लिए, उसके लिए मैं फीडबैक मांगता हूँ। ठीक है जी। अब आ रहे हो पैनल आ रहे हो?
आ रहे हैं
हाँ हाँ, उमा जी आ रहे हैं।
आ रहे
आ
हैं।
जाओ, मैं संडे को हूँ, आ जाओ। और वो अखिल और उसकी वाइफ भी आ रही है, रेनिया, दे आर ऑल्सो कमिंग। तो 4 लोग हो जाएंगे उधर। एक रिट छोटा सा 1 डे रिट्रीट हो जाएगा। कम कम, मोस्ट वेलकम। ठीक है जी, थैंक यू। There were moments when I was trying to look at my inner child, I kept seeing the stressful situation which I'm going through now. Obviously, it's all a repetitive. Okay, it's all coming from there only. Can I pay for the inner child healing program and still do it? Is it not possible, Jacob bhai? नहीं नहीं, ये courses में आ जाए. This will come in April first week, and you can directly sign up for the courses and do. And whenever you feel free, you can do. All the preparatory sessions will be there. The whole course will be there, and even the follow-up sessions will be there. So how much ever I do, it will keep adding to that course. So you'll have the full thing. Ratna is asking, I am the Shakti, right? Ready to act, but doesn't have to. No, In I amness, there is no awareness that even I am Shakti. It is because when what you did here, the prana, the praneshwari, when you activate, you become aware of the Shakti, and you know there, I am Shakti. You are experiencing the vibration. So you are all the time knowing I am this Shakti. So you are Shakti there. I am means minus the Shakti. There is nobody to tell. You just feel the I amness. You don't even identify yourself with uh, Shakti or with I, Ratna. Both are not there. It is just a suspended state of, bolte na, you are just conscious. That's all. Like, I don't know if many people who are doing it right, they will start entering into Yoga Nidra. If you do this processes where you are moving from Jagrat to Sushupti, while sleeping, you'll see you being in Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra means it is a sleep, but you are still not asleep. It's a deep sleep, but you are not asleep. Ek awaaz bhi aayegi, you'll hear it. Somebody is talking, you'll hear it. But you are in sleep also at the same time. That's called Yoga Nidra. So those things will happen. There, in that, there is I amness. That is I amness. You don't know who you are. You don't know I am sleeping. You don't even know I am sleeping. You don't know I am who. But you are, I am, you are there. A thought is coming, a sound is coming, a dream is coming, everything is there. The I am is watching it. Sounds interesting, right? Even if you understand this much, also it's more than enough. Okay, the funny thing that happened, I remember now. I was going into that funny incident. It was that I am trying to ask people, how am I responsible for my journey? So somebody said, when I'm going too deep into my inner child processes, things are too overwhelming and I can't handle it. So when I can't handle it, I'm overwhelmed. What to do? So I said, who is going inside? Who's supposed to go inside? Not the victim. Victim is suffering there. Child, wounded child is there. If you go as a wounded child, that means you are not stepped into awareness. You have to become aware completely, and you're going as a aware parent or aware healer. And you're going as a very mature person then only you can console and heal that child. If you are wounded, how can you heal? So when you feel overwhelmed means I am in my ego consciousness. I am not fully in my awareness. So the moment you feel overwhelmed, you should remember, connect again and detach and then see the thing. Then you will be able to do it. So I asked a question. Why are you feeling overwhelmed? I asked everybody tell me, who is the one who's going inside to heal the child? And but say a parroted reply, a conditioned reply came, Guru. Then I immediately said, does the Guru have no other work? How can the Guru go there? It's your life. How can you hire the Guru and say, you go and do my inner child healing? How can he enter there or she enter there? So it is, we are still in that frame of mind. I'm still asleep. I don't know. Everything he will do. God will do. Avatar will do. They will save me. This is that tendency. I will not do. I will connect and say, you and do. So when I told that, I blasted. It was my spontaneous reaction of that condition. How much I'm trying to remove the condition. I don't know if that person did it out of mockery or just wanted to trigger me and have a fun. Maybe that also. But still, I gave back a prompt reply as to that's not what we are trying to do here. And then as we did the process, we were going. And we were simply trying to heal, and then something happened. And then I said, okay, you guys really want to do it with the Guru thing? Let's invoke. We invoke the Guru Mandala. And the whole presence changed in my room. We did that. And I said, those who don't have a Guru, don't worry. I am doing it on your behalf. You don't have to worry who's that, because Guru is not an identity. Okay. Now also when I'm telling I invoke the Guru, I know what is going on in your head. It is a person that you are calling. It's not personality. It is a Tatva. And you connect to any Guru, any ascended master, it is one Guru Tattva only. So when we invoke that, the whole atmosphere changed. My mother also was sitting, and within 2 minutes, she burst into tears. I could see her because I don't know what's happening on the other side. And I can feel it. I can feel all the presences because the Guru Mandala means Ramana is there, Nityananda is there, my Gurudev is there, the whole Saturugiri team is there, 18, everybody is there. For me, it's a different thing. And so many people had those powerful, some even wrote to me like, it's been 2 days and still some heavily kind of presence I can feel in my life. Because that's the ones who were connected just experienced it. You have to be so subtle in those times. And it came very spontaneously. So it came with that, again, Guru Tattva only. Okay, let's do, if you want to do, we are not pushing out that Tattva. What I am trying to say is everything is available to us. It is not a glorified concept. You don't have to become a devoted concept for that. You can just be free and have a purified will and intent, and it will just happen. As simple as that. Whomever, however you call. So that was a very powerful session, which a couple of you took, and I gave them that access. I immediately changed the password to check and see how many people are doing it. And I found only 8 people are doing it out of 77. So that's good. At least I came to know who those people were doing it. So my ways are there. I do different kind of things to understand who's doing what and are they really doing it? Are they interested also in it? That's fine. So tomorrow when they complain, if they say, okay, I'm there, then that's fine. Tomorrow when they say, Bhaiya, humne wo kiya, wo nahi jam raha, then I will remind you. When the time is there, you are not doing that. And you are straight wanting to do, who am I? That will not happen. Anyways, let's become aware that and many funny things happen. Many other things also. Some other time we'll discuss on that. So right now I'm sitting in Arunachala, just next to this hill. Even if you do not know who is Arunachala, need not know. But see, whoever your belief is in, like when I say, even if you don't know the Guru, just connect. There is an inner Guru sitting in you. Your inner Guru, everybody has this Guru, okay? Nityananda says this very clearly. If you cannot identify this, then you need an outer Guru. If you are Mand Buddhi has become dull, then you need an outer Guru. So then you need concepts. What Shiva is telling in Vijnana Bhairav Tantra. All these Ardhanarishwara, all these concepts, gods, goddesses, everything is for people whose intellect is dull. They cannot catch. So Parvati says, you leave it. You don't need it. You are reached that level where you can fathom me, at least closely. Now listen. And then he gives all the Vijnana Bhairav Tantra. So that is Shambhapai. What we are talking. When all your concepts are gone, then easily you can get into Shambhapai. So even if you don't know, even if you know God, or if you believe in some divine presence or something, just connect to that in your heart. So today, the first feedback review I got was from my mother. I was in the train last night and I was speaking to her something, and I never tell her to do anything. I never even follow up with her. With my own mother, I don't ask, what have you done? Or even she's sitting there, I don't even ask, do you have any questions? If she asks, I'll answer. Otherwise, I'll not. So she sent me at night a review saying that whole day I was not able to do any work. I was on my bed. And something happened to me. Thank you, dear son. Something heavily lifted out of me. I said, keep doing it. So poor thing, she doesn't know how to see the recorded versions. So I said, okay, let me do something. I'll arrange something to send. So there is sincere people also who's trying to do it. It does matter. So you just have to become aware right now of you who are sitting here. Okay, let's connect to this beautiful Tattva here. When you want to connect with God, you connect with the temple first. Okay? This is a temple. In this is a Garbhagraha here or here, whichever appeals to you. This is your Garbhagraha, and in this is your deity, is your body sitting there. Atman, Paraman. These both are just the same. Okay? So this is what my guru had taught me once, which I took it very seriously. He didn't teach me like sitting there, I'll give you training, nothing. We were just having a casual talk. And he told me, your body is church, the church. And he said, Christ is sitting within you. He said, worship that Christ within. And keep your body holy, church holy. How do you keep your own temple? Puja room? Do you keep kachada in there? Do you put all waste paper things or dirty clothes? No, you keep it all clean. So this body is a temple. I'm not meaning just scrub this body, whatever. All the dirty foods and this and that, we dump in so many things. We do abuse, body abuse. We don't take care of the body. We overwork with it. This is all abuse of the body. So if it is a temple, you take good care of it. I think that's the message of today. Arunachala, the temple here. Our body is the temple. So as we go deeper, we'll start realizing temple is not outside. I am the temple. And within me is the Lord. Whichever Lord you can connect to, whichever Guru you can connect to, the Lord is within me. The most powerful place is to take this all as the Garbhagraha, Chidakasha. This is what you have in Chidambara. So if you go to Chidambaram, Akash Tattva, you'll see this. This is Chidambaram. Chid Ambar, Ambar, sky, sky of consciousness. So in the Chidambaram is Nataraja, the Shiva. Nataraja is the atoms, the space inside. Every atom is dancing. The dance of Nataraja. So the Lord is in the Chidakasha, Chidambaram. So if you just concentrate on this part and think this is your temple and this is your Garbhagraha, your altar, you peep with it. Some people connect here, some people connect here, whichever you feel fine. So I am the temple and my heart is the altar. Within this is seated my Lord. And that is where your Atman is. Your Atman and Paramatman are one. So when you start worshipping the Lord within, the Krishna within, the Ram within, that is called as आपको ध्याओ, आपको बजो, आपके भीतर, आपके राम, आप होके रह जाते. आपको ध्याओ, अपने आप को ध्याओ, ध्यान इस पे करो. ध्याओ means ध्यान. Meditate on yourself. So you have to bring your attention to the body. All the time you are on the temples or on the photos. But now aapko dhyan. Meditate on yourself. Meditate on your body. That is why if you remember very clearly, all the practice that we do here starts with the body, if you remember. So becoming aware of the body is becoming aware of this temple. Become aware of your temple, your body, and see this beautiful word. What is it? This called in English? This part, forehead, temple. English it is called temple. So become aware of the temple, full from outside, whole body, your head, neck, hands, chest, stomach, waist, pelvis, both the legs, all the bones, all the muscles, all the nerves, the blood, everything. You become aware of your temple. See, the more sacred you create this temple, the more you will purify. Please understand this. Nirmal Man starts with this, bringing a sense of purity. Most of you who have been abused emotionally, physically, sexually, or mentally, or verbally, will sometimes have this tendency of feeling of dirt or impurity. From there is where unworthiness comes. I am unworthy. I don't feel worthy. मैं इस लायक नहीं हूँ. I don't feel strong enough or confident enough to live in this world, to be a part of this community, to be a part of this country, to be a part of this project, to be a part of spirituality. I'm not worthy to attend some higher level programs. I am not worthy to go to Kailash, to go to Tiruvannamalai. This all feeling is coming from some childhood trauma where you've been thinking, I'm unworthy. So, just bringing attention to your whole body and making it feel pure. You can do that right now. Whole body you're aware, bones you're aware, all the different systems you're aware, and bring in the feeling of purity. I am pure. My body is pure. My whole body is pure because it belongs to God, because it came from God. What is God? The nothingness. From where came the Pancha Mahabhuta? Where did Pancha Mahabhuta come? 5 elements. From nothingness, from God consciousness. What is your body made up of? Pancha Mahabhuta. So this body is borrowed from that God consciousness. So every brick, every stone, every foundation, every cell of this body comes from Param Tattva. Become aware of the body as the Param Tattva. Whole body. So this is Arunachala where there is Shivalinga, the Agni Lingam. If you see the Agni Lingam, Abhishekam going on all the time. Your body itself is Lingam. Lingam means the Linga, the oval shape, the flame shape. Become aware of the Linga. You are the Shivalinga. The whole body. So many might not immediately feel it because you feel impure. Those who are able to feel themselves as pure and worthy of the Lord, worthy of God, can easily feel their whole body as the Shivalinga. Purify every part of your body by pouring the Jala on your head. Jala Tattva is water, the sanctified water, the holy water or Ganga water. Just bring in the bhav, that's all. And bring in this feeling of how the holy water is flowing from your head, through your face, through your neck, and feel the every drop of water flushing and gushing down your whole body. Every part of your body, inside, outside, wet, and it's cleansing. Both your legs flowing down and the water flowing. And more water flowing from the top of your head, sanctified water, pure water. I am the Shivalinga. My body is the Shivalinga. Constant Abhishekam in my head, being purified. I feel very pure as every drop of water moves through my body and removes all my impurities. You can even feel your impurities leaving your body. Water also is more than enough. Holy water, Ganga water, whatever you feel like connecting to the holy water, you can do that. Pure water, you're washing your own body, which is the body of God, the temple of God. You're washing the temple, cleansing it, like many of us do. We clean the temples. So the mala flows out from my body, from my mind, from my emotions. Everything just cleanses as it flows down. Any of you, if you want to add, you can add your own ingredients like milk, honey, any kind of objects that you offer to the Lord, the Bilva Patra, all those things. The whole idea here is to feel purified, feel worthy of the Lord. As you practice this a couple of times, you'll start feeling the worthiness and you'll start feeling purity. Remember this, what I'm telling. If you can hold a sense of purity in your whole body awareness, will become fully aware of your body, whole body, and that awareness convert it into purity. Start feeling and experiencing that every part of my body is pure. And if you can't feel it, then use the water Jala Tatva and flow water from top to bottom and experience all the dirt being washed away. What is the dirt now? The dirt of my guilt, the dirt of my traumas. You can imagine all these traumas being cleansed. You can feel it leaving your body and floating out. And as it leaves, you're becoming more purer, lighter. I am being cleansed of my sins. So many sins that we do, papa karmas. I can feel everything being washed away, the guilt of that sin, which I do knowingly or unknowingly. All the unwanted memories of my life. Remember, these are only memories, they are not real. But when they stick to your chitta, they simply trouble you as real. They are not real. So why not uproot it? Wash them away. All the impurities floating away, being washed away right from the top to bottom. My temple is becoming purer and cleaner. All my wearies and sufferings, whatever my mind is made to suffer, remember that is also not real. You don't suffer while you are sleeping. Please understand this. Only when your mind is awake, your mind projects all from your memories. Let all this be washed away. Let them go. Let the water flow from top to bottom. Let it cleanse you. I am being cleansed. I am the Shivalinga. I am the temple. I am cleansing myself. All the flaws and negativities in me being washed away. And I am becoming purer. Nirmal Man. From top to bottom, everything is being washed away. all my vikaras, tendencies, vasanas, which are not in my hands. Maybe I did these things ignorantly in my past, but they have got lodged in my being. I don't need them. I'm ready to and willing to let them go. I allow this holy water to cleanse me and experience holy water from your head to toe flowing. Experience the feel of the holy water cleansing and washing away all the impurities. I told you the power of visualization in inner child. It works powerfully. You can visualize these dirt moving out of your body. You can visualize them as something dark leaving your body. And the fresh, colorless water purifying you, the whole body. Now, this depends on person to person. You can keep visualizing this as a daily practice. And till the water becomes pure, till all the muck is gone, you feel with every such thing, with my sins, my tendencies, with my flaws, with my negativities, with my old memories, with the trauma, with abuse, with everything, all the victimhood. I don't need them because I am not this. I want to realize who am I. And I'm holding on to who am I not. So whatever is not me, whoever I am not, let it all float away, move away. Those who know about Arunachala, you may connect because you are connected right now with Arunachala, the Tatva. We are doing this meditation from Arunachala at his foothill, sitting at his feet. Don't get confused by distance. There is no distance in consciousness. You can be wherever you are and just connect to this beautiful hill. Just bring the bhav and intention and you'll be here. As you feel purified by the water, you can keep it going in your daily practices till whenever you feel contented. Your heart will tell you when to stop, when to increase. Listen to your heart, inner voice. That will guide you. Your inner guru will guide you. Have trust and faith in it. So when you're cleansed with the water, sitting near this hill, experience the light of the hill, cleansing your whole being. Water cleanses your body. Now the light will cleanse all your sukshma layers, your koshas, your subtle bodies, your mind, emotions, feelings. Let everything be cleansed and let me be purified. Experience the light of Arunachala moving through your head and cleansing, purifying, illuminating your whole body and removing any kind of negativity, any darkness. Keep doing it from top to bottom till you feel every part of you is glowing. Simply connect, leave all the thinking, only experience. Just go completely by experience of the light of Arunachala. It's your intent. You ask and you shall receive. Without asking, no light will touch you. You ask and it will simply happen. Asking means connecting. Because without your permission, no God will enter. When you connect and align, it is your permission, validity. Experience the light of Arunachala, cleansing everything from top to bottom. By now, you know all your systems, the head, face, neck, both shoulders, both hands, all illuminated by light. The chest, all organs inside the chest, illuminated by light. The tummy, the whole of all the digestive organs, all illuminated by light. Your pelvis, all the reproductive organs, illuminated by light. Both the feet, illuminated by light. You are light. Again, the feeling of I am light. My temple has been purified. I feel and experience complete purity. I feel and experience divinity. My temple is full of light, glowing with light. And in my temple, I shine. I, the Atman, the soul, you may connect within your head, center of your head, near Agya Chakra, or you might connect to your heart space, where your physical heart is, chest. The center of your being, the altar, the God in the form of Jyoti Swarupa, light. I experience the light wherever you feel comfortable, within the head, within the chest. Connect to the light, there is a light there. It's a sukshma, very subtle. This is the meaning of aapko dhyao, aapko bhajo, aap mein, aapke Ram, aapko ke rehte hain. Aapko dhyao means meditate on yourself. You are right now meditating on yourself. आपको भजो, भजन भजना भी जो है आपको ही भजो, बाहर कोई चीज को भजना नहीं, बाहर राम को नहीं भजना है, बाहर राम को भी ध्यान नहीं, आपको ध्याओ, आपको भजो। क्यों? क्योंकि आपके राम जो है आपके भीतर ही आप होके रहते हैं। आपके जो राम है जो आप पूछते हो बाहर, वो आपके भीतर ही बैठे हैं राम होके। यानी ये जो ज्योति है आपके सेंटर में, द सेंटर इज देयर, द फ्लेम इन योर हेड और इन योर चेस्ट, wherever you feel it intuitively, that is the consciousness of Ram. This is the meaning of meditating on yourself. Arunachala, by the grace of Arunachala, we are taught how to meditate on the self. Now stay in awareness for a few moments. Temple is purified, full of light. I'm glowing, full of light. My temple, within my temple is the God light that is shining in my head or in my heart. And this is the purified form of God that will cleanse all my mistakes, all that is not for my highest good, because my intention is to purify. This is how you pray. This is how you ask the Lord to cleanse, by first doing it yourself, because that is worthiness. I am worthy to cleanse myself. Hold on to this feeling for a few moments, the light within you, God shining within you, and everything is purified. You are just pure light. Every cell of your body is pure light. The more you feel purified, the more you'll start purifying. Consciousness responds by the way you feel. This is one of the best way to purify your mind, your soul, your heart, physical, mental, emotional, all levels, you start purifying. This leads to Nirmalman, pure mind. So in this method, you can see whatever you can't see is taken away automatically by the light. First by water, holy water, and then by. Once you feel ready, feel all, you hold this till you feel full of light. If you don't feel, just investigate and see where do you feel darkness or negativity, and then go to that area with through your awareness and flood it with light. With constant practice, you will get it. The whole idea is to come out only when you feel completely purified and full of light. So whenever you feel fine, you can open your eyes. You need not open now. Even if we are closing the session, if you feel like continuing sitting in that state, you can continue even after we finish the program. I'll catch up with you tomorrow a little earlier for 1.5 hours or 2 hours. Tomorrow I'm here anyway. That's confirmed. So I'm not in a hurry tomorrow. I'll tell you when. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May we all be blessed. May we all evolve. May we all be free. Arunachala Shiva. Those who want to continue may continue till you feel it's fine. Rest. Night.